Good morning, everybody. Now, have you ever faced such problem? Okay, for wall mount bathrooms appliances like this, means that the faucet is here, or the what you call it, the closure, or the well, maybe I'll find a proper technical term and put it down here in the video. And this shower head goes here, right? And after a while, after years and years of using this, you'll find that this faucet or closure here will become loosened, especially at the ceiling part. So the symptom of the problem is when you close this, when you shut this all the way in, the water that is being supplied to the shower head here still emits water. So water will still leak right here, leaking, and end up flooding your bathroom floor, or an increase in your water bill. So the problem is that when I went to the hardware shop, they say that this model is not manufactured anymore because this is an old model. Of course, this house is already like almost 30 years old. So this was installed 30 years ago. So the hardware shop says that if I were to change to a new model, we have to totally break down this wall here and build up the whole thing using a new model of this kind of thing. The problem is if you have like tiles like this that you cannot find anymore in the market because it is like 30 years old. If you broke this, and then you cannot find the matching new tiles like this, and you'll end up having patches of different type of tiles over here, which is actually looks good if you kind of mix and match the tiles over here, right? Especially at this part here. But of course, another thing is that it takes a lot of cost to do that. So I found a solution for it, which will not look the same like that, but actually it works. So it means that we are going to use these kinds of pipes and fittings and jimming a jig, right? So the idea is, right? So, oops, sorry about that. What I'm going to do is, from the outlet of the this faucet that is stuck on the wall there, I'm going to install this, which has the same threadings as this. And then when this goes in, I'm going to have a reducer placed here, right? And then it goes down to a smaller size of a pipe there, and then it will go up. And then from here I'm going to install this valve. That's the word that I'm trying to look for this. This is a valve. So this is a valve. What you're gonna do is gonna put it right there, right? And then from there it's going to connect to this elbow here, and then from this elbow here will be connected to this female threading right there, so that in the end we are going to install this shower head right there. So you're gonna have all of this working. So if you want to use the shower, you just open this valve here like so, right? Sorry, like so. This is shut, this is shut, this is open, and then the water will flow from here upwards and then forward, and then will deliver the water that you can use for your shower here. So that's the idea. So in the middle of this, you're gonna have to install this kind of pipe in that area there, and then once it's reduced, you're gonna use this pipe here to connect this, to connect this, to connect this, and to connect this, and everything should be connected firmly using the PVC glue, PVC solvent cement. So that's the idea. I'm going to just speed it up and install this, and let's give it a try. Okay, my creation is done. Oops, still have some glue dripping down here because I'm just leaving it to set and to dry, probably about 15 minutes, I guess. And all of this goes right here. Okay, just goes in there. Okay, the reason I didn't put all of this all together with this is because even though we are using glue and pipes, joiners and things, we still have to screw on this threaded part onto the wall. You see, we are not sure whether when we turn the screw in to fit into the wall, at what angle will the pipe stays. So in case if I just make all of this pre-ready, and then when I turn it, when I fix it into the wall and I turn the whole thing in, probably the maximum optimum tightness of this screw onto the wall and will end up, the pipe will be whether at that angle or at this angle, right? Because we are not sure at which angle the screw will end up at. So please be careful when you do this. You have to screw this on here and make all of this ready, and then once everything is dry, you just put the PVC cement or glue in on this pipe here and on this joiner here, and put this in. Make sure that this part here is straight so that you will end up, oops, let me take the shower head. The shower head will be that high there, right? Ooh, this looks like it's going to be a little bit low, so probably I have to put this right there or right here. Yeah, whichever is convenient for the users. Let's see. Voila! This is my completed creation. So the head is swivel. I mean, it can be swiveled, swivelable, if there is such a word as swivelable. Right? Now, I'm pretty sure everything is dry. I mean the glue or the cement, the PVC cement. So now we are going to switch on the valve. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. That sprayed all the way to Mars. So I guess we have to just be careful when we turn on our valve, and just turn it as just enough, right? Just enough for us to have a good shower. So here it is, a good bend of the water, and then it can go stronger and farther, or for a kid you just volume it down like so. So you can see it falls down right to the floor there. Okay, another successful installation using my not to say skill, but my interest in damn noisy motorbikes here in Asia. Alright, as I was saying, using my interest in the TV series back in the 80s, MacGyver. Okay guys, thanks for joining me today, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and I will see you next time in another video. Cheerio and have a nice day.